On the days that you really don't feel like it, I think a great way to get started and avoid procrastination is also to imagine who you will be a couple hours from now in the future. So 5 a.m., you don't feel like getting up, but what about at noon? Will you have wanted yourself to have gotten up at 5 a.m. to get all those 7 hours in? Or did you want to sleep in until 10 and only have gotten 2 hours of work done? And I think that helps a lot to think about yourself, not in the moment, but in the future, because really most of life, it's just a trade-off between temporary pleasure or long-term success in whatever it is you're doing. And to think about it that way, I think helps a lot, because yes, in the moment when you are struggling to do something, whether it's a cold run or when it's raining, like taking that first step on that run when it's raining, it's so difficult, and it's that 1, 2, 3, go. But at the same time, oh, it's cold, it's raining, it's dark, maybe I'll wait until later. But if you imagine who you will be a couple hours from now and how you will have felt if you did or didn't go on that run, I think that helps a lot in terms of decision making as well.
Yeah, I agree. And actually, I mean, I've definitely felt that, where there have been times, throughout like my career where I feel like I've kind of cheated myself a little bit. In the grand scheme of things, like, it didn't kill me. But I think back to the days that I might have slept in. Even now, every once in a while, I could have slept in, and I think about, oh, this is how I felt at the end of the day. I didn't really accomplish what I set out to do. So yeah, to have that mindset, and then once you're there, you just got to show up every day. It really applies to everything. If you just want to accomplish something, half the battle is just showing up. And once you're there, like running is a great example. Like once you run for a few minutes, I feel like my feet are already moving, might as well keep going, kind of idea. Again, I'm not an experienced runner, but I just really think about training as well, getting out to the field, knocking the ball around. After a few minutes, you kind of just forget it. You're like, I'm already here. Like, why start thinking about going back to bed if my cleats are wet? I'm already getting a little bit of sweat on. So I think, yeah, it's a great thing to kind of reflect on. How would I feel, once the day is over?
Another great way to avoid that procrastination is just say, let me do this for 5 minutes. I'm not going to do it for 5 hours. I'm not going to do it for 50 minutes. I'm going to do this for 5 minutes. And once you get started, I'm already here. Might as well keep going.
Exactly.
And then that helps so much, because what you're thinking about and what you're trying to avoid is the entire thing.
Yeah.
But how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time.
Yeah.
And when you focus on, let me work on these first 5 minutes and then figure the rest out, it just keeps on picking up. Like the hardest part is getting up and doing it. Then you gain momentum, and it's free flowing state.
Momentum is huge.